Welcome back to Raw Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Broncos hosting the Cowboys, and the Broncos are 3.5-point home favorites. The over-under is at 50.5 points. The Cowboys are plus 150 on the money line, and the Broncos are minus 180. Now, these are the overnight odds. They will change the closer we get to kickoff tomorrow. Head-to-head, the Broncos are 4-0 against the Cowboys in their last four meetings. The home team is 2-2. The underdog is 4-0 against the spread, and the underdog is 3-1 on the money line. The over-under is 2-2, and at 50.5 points, the over-under is also 2-2. The last time they played each other was on November 7th of 2021. They played in Dallas, and the Broncos won that game 30-16. Now, this game actually might have some weather, so let's take a peek and see what that's supposed to be. 69 degrees, 5-mile-an-hour winds from the east, and no rain, so weather is going to be beautiful there in Denver. The Cowboys are 2-1-1 in their last four games. They are 3-1 against the spread. There was a total of 80 points, 59 points, 57 points, and 66 points. A lot of defense in Cowboys games. The overs hit in all four of their last games. They tied the Packers. They covered. They beat the Jets, who hasn't this year, by 15. They lost by 3 to the Panthers in Carolina, and then came back and crushed the Commanders by 22. Granted, Daniels did get hurt. However, a 22-point victory is a 22-point victory. For the Broncos, 4-0 in their last four games. They are 2-2 against the spread. They have not covered their last two games against both teams in New York. 31 points, 38 points, 24 points, and then 65 points. 25-point win over the Bengals, covered. 4-point win over the Eagles, covered. 2-point win over the Jets, did not cover. 1-point win in come-from-behind dramatic fashion over the Giants. A game in which they probably should not have won. A game in which they should not have had the opportunity to win. A game in which that questionable pass interference call at the 2-yard line probably should not have even mattered. But I digress, because here we are, and they got the W in that game. The Cowboys averaged 274.6 yards per game passing, which is second in the league. 122.1 yards on the ground, which is 14th in the league. 31.7 points per game, which is second in the league. But when your defense is basically Swiss cheese and you're throwing up a lot of these meaningless touchdowns, that's what happens. The Broncos averaged 222.3 yards per game through the air, which is 19th. 131.9 on the ground, which is 6th. So 10 yards a game is the difference between 6th and 14th. And then 17th in the league in scoring at 23.3 points per game. The Cowboys are second to last against the pass, 276.9 per game, 31st. They're 30th in the league against the run at 141.3, and 30th in the league in points allowed at 29.4, which is why they have to score. They're basically what everyone kind of expected the Bengals to be. That's what the Cowboys are. The Broncos, 208.7 yards allowed through the air, 9th in the league. 93.3 yards per game allowed on the ground, also 9th in the league. 18.1 points allowed per game, which is 4th in the league. So their defense, top 10 pretty much across the board. So strength on strength, third overall defense versus the first overall offense. That'll be very interesting to see how this game actually pans out. Bo Nix has not looked as good this year as he did last year. It looks like he's hitting the sophomore slump. They are winning. The question is, are both of these teams going to score a shitload of points? That's the million-dollar question. And I'm going to take the Cowboys because I just think that they have a horseshoe up their ass, no pun intended, in this kind of game where they're going to win this game. I'm going to take the Cowboys on the money line. I'm going to take the Cowboys getting the points, but the over-under is what's got me, because I don't know if the Broncos, believe it or not, are going to be able to get enough offensive rhythm going, even though the Cowboys' defense is shit, to score enough points. Because if this game is 27-24, it goes over. I'll just go over and take it from there. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut and please bet responsibly.